Hello again, this is Vordog bringing you yet another Neverwinter video. I'm pretty much bumming this game at the minute, so a lot of my videos are probably going to come from this. I'm just going to have a bit of a... Let me just turn the volume down a bit. I've got the video running in the background whilst I do this. I was going to write a script, but then I thought, nah, I'll wing it and see how it goes. So, basically, this is one of the skirmishes where... Basically, the idea of a skirmish is they throw groups of enemies at you and you fight them off. It's just a bit of fun, quick little way to get some experience, some of the diamonds that you collect to pay for things. And they're quite fun, actually, because it's pretty much non-stop action. As you can see, it's just wave after wave. And some of them you move around a bit, some of them not so much. This one, there's actually not that much moving around compared to the last one I did, where you basically were going through an entire castle. So, a little bit of backstory. I changed my spec earlier today, and I'm still getting a bit used to it in this video. I've not actually practiced with it that much in a proper group setting. So I wasn't sure how it was going to do. I've been told it's pretty good, but I'm just trying it out. So you'll see me make some mistakes, and you'll see me not use things when I should use them. And actually we did another run after this where I did a lot better. I managed about 450k damage. And that's before I get the big stuff that makes the spec really stand out. So it's looking good at the minute. I'm really enjoying the spec actually, because I like seeing numbers, lots of numbers, and I like seeing them come up very quickly, and this spec is brilliant for that, as you'll see at some points in the video. You'll also see me get a little bit of tunnel vision, just occasionally, in that I tend to get a little carried away in trying to kick ass, and in doing so I get my ass kicked. So you'll see me go down once, maybe twice in this video, I think. But it actually does bring me to another point. I was thinking this game incorporates so many things from different games. I mean, the combat itself feels very much like Dragon Knight Saga, if you've ever played that. There's aspects of Guild Wars 2 in there, i.e. if you go down in combat you can get resurrected back up again within a certain time frame, although you can only do that once, so if you die again in quick succession afterwards, that's it, you're dead, and you've got to go back to the spawn point. As you can see just here, I'm doing a bit of a crazy combo with damage and stuff. This is the strength of this spec, and it'll get stronger as I level up. So basically, there's a lot of things that this game has taken from other games, but none of it's bad. It seems so far to be all of the good points. And there we go, see, tunnel vision. I wanted to hurt things and I got hurt. Another thing I like about this game, you've really got to pay attention. It's not like World of Warcraft now, where you can just run in and, you know, not really have to worry too much about whether you're being hit or not. You just kind of do it. This, if you're not paying attention, you pay the price for it. I mean, it punishes you pretty badly. So, yeah, paying attention, good thing. The encounters, it makes the encounters a little bit more tricky, a little bit more difficult, but I like that. I like the fact that it's not easy, and you can't just run in and steamroll everything. Now, one of the things I like about this spec, I think, is the fact that it mixes AoE with single target damage very, very effectively. And obviously as my spec goes up, I'm gonna be able to do it a lot better as well. But I'm starting to think maybe I got Throwdown. Is it called Throwdown? I think it's called Throwdown or something like that anyway, but I'm starting to think maybe I should have got the shout ability instead for quick building of my action points, but never mind. I'm actually quite liking the throwdown ability. It's handy at times, and it does a good amount of damage, so yeah, I'm not going to complain too much. Again, here you can see numbers! Numbers everywhere. Oh my, look at those beautiful numbers. Oh, I do love them. I do have a habit of, well, I've always played a warrior class, I've always played a kind of fury warrior type, and this spec seems to really bring that out. So I'm quite enjoying that. My screen keeps going black, so I can't actually see what's going on at the minute. It's just a problem with Sony Vegas at the moment. It's back again. Right, so as you can see, you've got the red circles on the floor and everything. That's literally just the area of affectability that the mobs are doing. Ideally, you don't really want to be stood in that, because it's going to hurt, but sometimes you just think, what the hey, I'm going to do it anyway, so you do. The one thing about warriors, or great weapon fighters at least in this, is their tap ability actually stops them from being knocked down. So a lot of those AoE abilities you can ignore, plus it also reduces the damage that you take, so it makes it a lot easier for you to just stand in the red circles. Granted, it's still not great, you know, I mean, you've got to bear in mind the healers are pretty busy in this game, so it's nice to kind of not strain them if you can, but hey, if you do, so what, gives them something to do, doesn't it? Stop complaining, healers. Otherwise it'd be boring, like Warcraft, where you stand there for ages not doing anything, because you can't. Never mind, hey. So, again, I'm with Frostfeather in this video, and, you know, she's whooping my ass in damage again, as she always does, because she's good at doing that, so, I doubt very much I'll ever beat her on damage. I mean, she's using a mage, and she knows how to use it, and she's pretty lethal with it, so I'm not gonna beat her anytime soon, I don't think. Now, I'm actually, a lot of people probably find this quite funny, but I am actually running out of things to say, and a bit of the feedback I got from my last video was, please do a running commentary throughout the entire thing. So I'm trying to. Not working great, but I'm sure I'll get better at it. This is probably where having a script in front of me would be a lot better. But as Frostfeather keeps saying to me, that's surprising that you're running out of things to say, and I'm sure I'll think of something, and it can't be that hard, but I know I like to talk, but it is actually quite difficult when you're talking for 12 minutes straight. So, anyway, as you can see, there are moments of running around between packs. You've got to go different directions. I'm not entirely sure what the point is on this one for doing that, but yeah. You come up and there's some pretty nasty mobs in here actually. One of the ones coming up, the next run I did, he took me out so fast I didn't even have a chance to move. I was just kind of dead. Nothing I could do about it. I have found, though, one tiny thing that does bother me a little bit is the red circle, like these things here that you can see, the little cone shape of the circles around the mobs. I find sometimes I dash out of them, and whether it's lag or what, I don't know, but even though I'm on the outside of them, I still get hit by the ability, which can be a bit annoying sometimes, especially when you've got a healer screaming at you to stay out of the red zone, and you're sitting there going, I wasn't in the red zone, you why you raise my fist in anger. But yeah, so it is a bit annoying sometimes when that happens. Doesn't happen very often, but especially if it's like a really big attack and it happens, then it's not particularly great as far as I'm concerned. So what I'm doing at the moment is waiting for them to pull whilst typing. And they pulled, so off we go. And yeah, again, you get to see the big red circle. This is where things start to hurt. As Jenny said, she's probably getting me killed all the time by grouping them up like that, which, damn you. She only does it to beat me on damage anyway, so, you know, I can forgive her for that. As you can see, I'm taking a bit of damage there, about half health. If I hadn't have used my tab ability, I probably would have gone down there. But because I had that up, I was able to mitigate quite a bit of the damage, and by doing so, I managed to stay up. I'm not entirely sure. I think it's the big boss next. Basically, there's a big boss at the end of it, obviously. Now, the last one I did, the last skirmish type I did, the last boss was a bit ridiculous. His health pool was way too big. It took ages to kill him. I was actually falling asleep by the end of the fight, which, you know, shouldn't happen. This one seems a little better. I'd say you could probably do with a few more hit points, but you know, this is still open beta, don't forget. I mean, there's still a lot of things that can be changed yet, so I'm not expecting much of this to stay the same. At least health pool wise, the actual places, yeah. So, here's our big boss. He's not the biggest I've seen, but yeah, looks like somebody's, I don't know, glued him together with a load of bones and given him some Ugg boots. As you can see there, lovely sporting Ugg boots. So this, I don't know what it is. I guess it's a giant golem type thing built out of bones. That much is pretty obvious, but now he's wearing chaps. So there's something about this boss that doesn't ring right with me. His fashion sense is a little weird. But you know, what can you do? Not a lot, really. So, anyway, I'm getting sidetracked and I'm waffling and I'm just going on about nothing in particular, so I do apologise about that. I'll get better at doing this over time. This is still kind of new to me making these videos, so hopefully it'll get a little better. Now, we've just killed the boss. At the end, once you've killed the boss, you get all the stats up at the top. They tell you how well you did, how much damage you did, how many times you died, how many times you went down, how many enemies you killed, how much healing you did, blah de blah. And then there's a chest, and you open the chest, and in the chest you get the, as you can hear there, you get the stuff. So that's the skirmish. So thanks for listening, and I hope I haven't bored you too much, but I'll see you next time.